What's up, everybody? Thanks for joining me today. I'm Scott. I hope you're doing well. I'm excited to share with you two of my favorite overdrive pedals. We're going to take a look at the Maxon OD808 and the Maxon OD9. And just quickly, if you're new to the channel and this is your first time here, my name is Scott Bino. I love all things guitars. I love doing videos on shootouts, demos, tutorials, things like that. So if you're into that sort of thing, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. I'd really appreciate it. And if you are a returning subscriber, thanks for coming back. I appreciate your support. So the main focus of my video today is going to be shooting these two pedals out as a boost in front of an overdriven amp. To me, this is where these pedals really shine. Of course, you can use these pedals as a traditional overdrive to break up the sound of a clean amplifier, which I'll probably get to a little bit later in the video, but truly, the main use of these pedals for most people that have these pedals is as a boost to an overdriven amp to tighten up some of that low end and help cut in a mix. I'm not gonna drag this intro on any longer than it needs to be, so let's jump right into the demo song. So let's take a look at some of the similarities and differences between these two pedals. They're both overdrive pedals that you can adjust the drive, the level, and the tone. However, on the OD808, it's labeled as balance, but that's the volume. The footprint of the OD808 is a bit smaller than the OD9, and it weighs a lot less, probably about half the weight of the OD9. Also, if you're somebody who prefers to use batteries to power your pedals, the OD808 requires you to take off the screws to remove the battery cover, whereas the OD9 is just this cover with a clip that's really easy to take off and put back on. The price point of these two pedals is also fairly close, the OD808 being $200 Canadian, and the OD9 OD9 a little bit more at around 210 Canadian, but obviously the price will be dependent on where you're purchasing this pedal and what country you're purchasing this pedal in. In terms of the used market for these pedals, the OD808 you can get for as low as around 100 bucks Canadian, whereas the OD9 holds its value a little bit better. From my experience, the OD9 resells for around 130 up to 160 bucks depending on the condition of the pedal. So if the resale value of a pedal is something that you consider when buying a new pedal, that's just something to think about. So what I'm going to do right now is a bit of an A/B comparison between these two pedals. I'll start by putting these in front of a clean channel so you can hear how these overdrives break up that clean and add a little bit of dirt to your tone. I'll follow that by throwing these in front of the overdriven channel of the amp so you can hear some chugs kind of isolated between these two pedals to hear the difference. All right, so here's my verdict on these two pedals. To be honest, they're both very similar pedals, and the difference between them is quite subtle, especially in a mix. But depending on your signal chain and what you're playing and your style of playing, you will find some differences between these pedals and where one shines more than the other. For me, the OD808 really shines for more percussive kind of chugs, kind of jugga jugga jugga, dare I say, genty type stuff. I find this pedal just tightens up really, really well. Whereas the OD9 I find to be a little bit more smooth, blush, juicy, I don't know, pick whatever word you want. I find that it sounds really great with sort of big open chords. It just sounds thick. But like I said, they're both great pedals. They perform really well in front of a variety of amplifiers, and you really can't go wrong with either one of these pedals, especially if you're looking for a boost in front of an overdriven amp. And that's it. I hope you found this video helpful in some way. And if you haven't subscribed yet and liked this video, please go ahead and subscribe to the channel. It would help me grow the channel. Let's keep this thing moving. And if you're already subscribed, thank you for coming back. I really appreciate your support. Thank you for watching. You've been amazing. I hope you have an awesome day. And remember, stay safe and stay heavy. Peace.